Hello everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of my Pokemon Platinum Let's Play. I am Magnificent Entertainer, Bulbagarden Forums Head Administrator, and in the last episode we got a lecture on Sinnoh mythology from Cynthia and her grandmother. We scaled Mount Coronet yet again, and we had a very short legendary Pokemon battle against the legendary Pokemon Dialga. So short that I didn't even really get to go over my thoughts on this particular set of Pokemon, but in this episode, we are once again on Spear Pillar, and there is a funny looking pink portal right behind us. So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stick my head inside and see what happens. On the other side of this rift, in a fantastically bizarre place, it's Palkia. Will you challenge Palkia? Yeah, I guess I've got nothing better to do. Gag yag ya! Gag yaga! Gag yag ya! Alright. That's certainly something. Anyway, Palkia over here is not quite a clone of Dialga as far as its as far as its moveset. It is only found here on the Spear Pillar in the post-game with the Lustrous Orb. It is level 70. It has the moves Spatial Rend, Heal Block, Earth Power, and Slash. Spatial Rend is a 100 power special dragon type move which has a high critical hit chance, a high critical hit ratio. So it's basically a special dragon version of Stone Edge. And the pressure ability. Palkia is a water dragon type, so in this generation it is only weak to fellow dragon types. Do I actually want to... I said I don't want to use the Quick Ball. I kind of do, but I kind of don't, because I don't have anything else planned for this episode. So if I manage to capture it with the Quick Ball, which is theoretically a possibility, this would be the shortest episode of them all. Oh well, we'll do it. Hopefully this doesn't work. I mean, technically it's not impossible. Okay, I was going to say technically it's not impossible for it to work for any other Pokemon. Alright, there's that Spatial Rend. And, oh dear. Let's see how much damage that does. Well, that did quite a bit. And unlike Palkia, unlike Dialga, it does not have to recharge. It is slower, though, which is at least useful. So I got the Stun Spore out. Heal Block, that does kind of make it a little bit more difficult to fight. I wonder what happens if I use Giga Drain while I'm under Heal Block. It's a good question. Let's find out. I don't think I gain back HP if I do that. Yep. So that's interesting. I can't poison it, but I don't want to use Sludge Bomb because it might do too much. Anyway, while I am actually weakening this thing down, I suppose I should go over my thoughts on these particular legendary Pokemon. This one apparently being very smart and just trying to use Heal Block over and over and over again. What a brilliant Pokemon you are. So I actually quite like this duo of Pokemon. Steel is one of my favorite types. So, you know, it should come as no surprise that the only Steel Dragon type as of this generation. I suppose Duraludon comes on later on and... Oh, critical hit! I did not want you to do that! Well, that's a reset. Good job, Masquerose, you're horrible. No. Reset. Anyway, while I'm resetting, I suppose I can go over this. That was my fault. I should have probably started throwing the Pokeballs sooner. Oh well. Yeah, so it should come as no surprise to anybody that I like the Steel Dragon Pokemon. I do feel like, as far as signature moves go, Dialga really got um, screwed over in comparison to Palkia. Because, while a special Dragon-type Hyper Beam sounds fun, Dragon Pulse has 90 base power. You can use... what's it called? You can use the... you can use it 2 turns in a row, unlike Roar of Time. And it'll do more damage because... it's 90 base power twice instead of 140 base power once. So, I don't know what they were thinking. Oh, well, this one is faster. Interesting. The other one must have either had horrible speed IVs, or... And, of course, you missed. Well, you haven't used heal blocks, so... Let's use a Hyper Potion real quick. I mean, if the last episode showed anything, I don't need the Stun Spore to capture these things, but I like to have Stun Spore on it anyway, just because. Now, plus you only end up getting 5 PP for that Roar of Time. I can't remember. Spatial Rend... Oh, you critical hit. You criticaled me! Wow! Wow! That's horrible. I mean, I'll just take the KO at this point. This is ridiculous. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so Spatial Rend is pretty clearly the better signature move. Like, fairly clearly the better signature move. And again, it's such a... And again, I don't dislike either of them. That actually did more than I thought. Well, of course, it's more offensive compared to compared to Dialga's defenses. So yeah, obviously Dialga's the more defensive one, although 150 base special attack is nothing to sneeze at. Palkia here is a great mixed attacker, so the one thing that I don't like about these guys, at least in this particular game, is that they only learn moves every 10 levels. So, in 10 levels at level 80, Palkia will learn Aqua Tail, which is a good move for it to have. In 20 levels, it will learn... what will it learn? An Aura Sphere. So that's another good move for it to learn. Palkia can also learn Surf, being a part water type, so that's kind of helpful, and this thing is very offensive. It's clobbering through my team. I still want to be, again, I don't mind if I have to reset. I don't mind if I have to do this a few times. Again, because don't tell me... No, stop that! Okay, thank goodness. I don't mind if I have to do this a few times. I don't mind if I have to reset, just because it shows a little bit of challenge. And, again, wow, that's another critical hit. Brilliant. Okay. Let's put Juniper out. And... what do I want? I caught Dialga in a luxury ball. I kind of want to catch this one in a timer ball, just because that would be funny. Capturing the Pokemon of space in a time-based Pokeball. Netball technically is a smart Pokeball to use here, because that is a water type, or a part water type. Let's do the Nest Ball. I'm just throwing odd Pokeballs at it. Yes. No. Okay, well, I've got time. Anyway, there's that heal block. Hooray. Let's see. Speaking of healing, let's try a heal ball. See how well that one works out. One. Nope. Nothing doing on that one. Earth Power, okay. Heracross resists that, so I think I can live with that. Oh, wow. Okay, that did less than I thought it would. That's lovely. Again, not going to use the Master Ball because it's not a shiny. Let's see. Yeah, sure, Pokeball. I've got quite a few of them. Catching legendary Pokemon in Pokeballs is a bit of a novelty. Yeah, it's kind of amusing that these things have such a high catch rate for legendaries. Like, it's 30, which is, again, that's high. Some regular Pokemon have catch rates that I like. Something like I think Chatot has a similar catch rate, or the same catch rate as these Pokemon, and I don't know why. Like, you'd think that these legendary Pokemon, that the masters of time and space, would have ridiculously low catch rates. I mean, Giratina had a low catch rate. But, oh well. I'm willing to... Yes, please? No. Okay. Okay, I was saying it, but, you know, at the end of the day, I don't want it to end that quickly. Although, to be fair, I wouldn't be too mad if this episode... Wow, okay, that did even less, and the heal block wore off, so I know what I'm doing. I'm hyper potioning. Because Porygon is my only main team member left, so... Kinda bad if Juniper goes down. I don't remember if Spatial Rend has 10 PP or 5 PP. If it's got 10 PP, that's another way that it's a better signature move than Roar of Time. Anyway, there is that Spatial Rend again. Does over half health? Yeah, but oh well. Let's keep throwing the Pokeballs at it. Maybe I'll throw something different next round. Yeah, we'll throw something different next round. Slash. 2 of its moves actually have that high critical hit chance. You know what? You still haven't used Heal Block, so I'm going to heal again. Heracross will tank Earth Power and Slash very well. It can take a single Spatial Rend as long as it's at full or half health. Well, half health or higher. Well, higher than half health. There's that heal block, so I healed right in time. And what funny Pokeball should I throw this time? Again, the netball actually makes sense, so I'm not planning on throwing that. Unless I actually plan to win. It's kind of funny when you've got these big and powerful legendary Pokemon, but you can basically catch them in a fishing net. Oh well. Boy, you really don't want me healing anymore, do you? Well, fine. You're going to use Heal Block on me. I'll throw a Heal Ball at you in retaliation. Take that. Apparently you don't like that. Oh well. There's the Slash. Okay, still fine. Should be able to still withstand, as long as it does, but if it criticals, I'm in trouble even if I'm at full health, so I don't care. Luxury Ball, sure. I caught your twin in a Luxury Ball. Is it gonna do it for this one too? No. Alright, well at least this is giving me somewhat of a challenge. I can handle this. And it's actually the first legendary Pokemon since Giratina where I've actually needed to do a reset. Although, to be fair, it was because I knocked the Pokemon out as opposed to the Pokemon knocking itself out. And there we go. Caught it in a Luxury Ball just like I caught its twin in a Luxury Ball. Hooray. Notice how, by the way, spatial is spelled differently here than it is in its signature move, Spatial Rend. I don't get it. That's really weird. Anyway, Palkia, the spatial Pokemon, is a Water Dragon type. It is 13 foot 9 inches, 740.8 pounds. So I think slightly shorter and significantly less heavy than Dialga makes sense. This one is a water dragon, whereas Dialga is a metal dragon. Legendary Pokemon of Sinnoh, it is said that space becomes more stable with Palkia's every breath. Well, it ain't gonna be breathing now because I've captured it. I'm tempted to name these, to name my Palkia and Dialga Bud in Lieu after Bud Abbott and Lou Costello, but, well, I don't know. It's silly nicknames, ridiculous nicknames for legendary Pokemon. Amuses me, probably doesn't amuse anyone else. Anyway, we're done here. So I'm gonna head back into Mount Coronet. And instead of wasting all that time and repel and everything else, I'm just gonna escape rope. Hooray! Back to Route 207. Yeah, I'm probably never going to use the escape ropes otherwise, so I'm okay with that. Anyway, that's that. So now that we're back in Orberg City, I'm going to heal up. And then we'll take a look at those Pokemon that we just captured. And then I think I'll be finished for this particular episode. Yep. So let's take a look. And open the Pokemon storage system, move Pokemon. And you can see here they are. The legendary Dialga. You can see it's got a hasty nature, which I believe makes it faster. I think that decreases defense, but I could be wrong. These are its stats. And these are its moves. So yeah, Roar of Time's got 5 PP. So that's Dialga. Here's Palkia. Naive Nature. I think that also increases its speed. So that's actually probably why this one was faster than Roserade, whereas the previous one, the first one, was slower than Roserade, because Naive increases speed. And here are Palkia's stats. So you can see 215 special attack. It's actually less than Dialga's special attack. I'm assuming that my IVs on this thing are not great, but who knows. And then, okay, Spatial Rend does only have 5 PP, but at the same time, you know, again, 100 power, 95 accurate, high critical hit. So it's actually better than Stone Edge because it's got a higher accuracy. Whereas Roar of Time here, 150, okay, 150 power. But still, the point about 2 Dragon Pulses makes more, it still stands, because at 90 power apiece, that's 180 in 2 turns as opposed to 150 in 2 turns, plus Dragon Pulse is 100% accurate. So that's fine and dandy. And you can see Roar of Time is cool, Spatial Rend is tough. Fine, whatever. Though that does segue into what I will be doing in my next episode, which is I will actually be finally trying to get that 3rd trainer card star. So I've been sitting at 2 for a while here. Not going to open up my badges because they're tarnished and dirty and all of that. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And I guess before I end things off here, I'll battle this idol, because I feel like it, I suppose. Not because it's actually important, but, you know, I am still trying to do some training and level up my Pokemon, although these are level 50 Pokemon, so it's not even all that great to train against, but whatever. It is what it is. At least it's 6 Pokemon, so Masquerose will gain some experience from this. Well, I suppose Masquerose would gain experience even if it was one level 1 Pokemon, but you know what I mean. And it's just going to be Masquerose pummeling Clefairy, which, I mean, I guess whatever. I don't even remember if she has a Clefable or not at this point, but it doesn't matter. The Pokemon Center trainers are the Pokemon Center trainers. They don't have any balance or anything like that to their teams, and they really don't have to. It's just, it's been a little while since we've actually seen Masquerose do anything kind of effectively. You know, the Battle Frontier episodes were mostly focused on Punguin and Splurb and Porygon. So let's, you know, again, let's see another one of my Pokemon shine, even if it is just very briefly. Juniper got to hold her own against Palkia earlier in this episode, so that's something. Do you have a Clefable or not? I honestly don't think she does at this point, but she might just be saving it for last. I don't know. Either way, this Sludge Bomb will take care of the Clefairy, just like the Sludge Bomb took care of all the other Clefairies. Hooray. And no, you do not have a Clefable. Okay, well, not my problem. This sounds like a you problem. And the you problem is that I just wiped out your whole team very easily. Hooray! So yeah, that's that for this battle. And yes, I am rowdy. Yes, I am rowdy. Uh-huh. Sure. Anyway, gonna heal up one more time. And while I'm healing up, I will say that if you enjoyed this episode, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Please visit our public Discord server and our forums, and be sure to follow our social media channels, all of which are linked in the video description below. And I will see you all next time, where I'll be... I'll kind of be wandering around a bit, but it's mostly going to be preparations for getting my third trainer card star. So, you know, a little something like making Poffins, selecting the Pokemon that I want to enter into contests, optimizing movesets, things like that. Anyway, that's enough about that for now. I will see you all next time.